Hello, hello.
Hi. There you go. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Yes, happy midweek. Woohoo. And here we are, for living every day.
Yes. Welcome everyone to our first live. Welcome to Living Every Day. And this is actually on a live well-being circle opening event with Kimmy. Hi, Kimmy.
Yes, hi Ali.
Yeah,
Hello
so this is
everyone.
Hi everyone. So this is going to be a session less than an hour talking about simple grounding and relaxation techniques, also creating your own loving space through intentional decluttering, and also we will tell you what's in store with a live well-being circle Facebook group.
Yes, and in this session, you'll get a quick glimpse, of mindfulness practices and simple and actionable plan for tidying up and having peace of mind. No, also there's free membership to the loving community of ALiVE Wellbeing Circle, plus a chance to win the raffle. No, so that the prizes are align your home decluttering workshop, so that's a slot, for April 23, and M2M cards. No, so to join that, just tag 3 friends in the comment section. So that's equal to one raffle entry. So the draw is on Tuesday next week at 11 a.m. And so also you might be curious, what's a live well-being circle all about? No, so the the mission really of the group, is to share joy, gratitude, and love, and create ripples of hope, empowerment and collaboration through well-being practices and sustainable ways, so hashtag living every day. And the vision as well is to create a supportive community, where we can remind each other what it means to be fully alive and share best practices for flourishing and optimizing life. So co-learning opportunity siya for us.
Yes. So if this actually is a group, especially if you're an individual looking to explore self-care and well-being practices, if you're also a team leader seeking to equip your own team with practical approaches to one's overall wellness, and if you are also a lifelong learner, so any of these, if you're a lifelong learner deepening your curiosity through discussions, then this group, a live well-being circle, is for you. So, by the way, I'm Ali Canita of Align Your Home. I am a decluttering coach, an executive coach, and a mindfulness practitioner and facilitator. My mission is to create the essential shine brighter in the world, starting at home.
Fantastic. And Ali and I met, also during this pandemic, through a mastermind group. And I'm Kimmy. So from moment to moment, stress management solutions, and I'm an abundance coach, helping people relieve stress in various aspects. Kasama na dyan, yung day-to-day things that we need to bring our mind into. So that's physically, also in the mental aspect and financial as well, So having that abundance mindset. And later on, you'll get a glimpse, of the laughter practices. So that's something we're excited to share as well. Mhm.
So, guys, are you excited to for our session today? It's funny how
Yes.
because like Kimmy and I met during the pandemic, and then we're doing this out of like fun because we wanted our advocacy are all both related to well-being, to wellness, and also being able to um being able to curate your own style of self-care, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so there. We actually have a question first.
Mm-hmm.
What well-being practices do you do?
So let us
So
know, no?
yeah, type in the chat. What have you been doing in the past, or even as you which you still continue? What well-being practices do you do? What's yours, Kimmy?
Yeah, so for me, literal talaga na taking breathers, no? So especially when I find myself sometimes parang so immersed into
Mm-hmm.
like a conversation or maybe finishing something, parang mahirap na, parang I notice na, shocks, parang hindi pala ako humihinga ng malalim, no? And so, when I deepen my breath, it allows me to, yan, just be there and clear the mind, no? Somehow. Yan. How about for
Yeah.
you, Ali? And,
Me,
mm,
it's almost the same. It's the same.
mm-mm,
So related to breath, because that's when I
mm-mm,
realized I can be grateful with just noticing my breath. But one thing aside from meditation, I also do Reiki. Eh. But aside from those two, what I added in my practice, swimming.
mm-mm. I love
So,
it.
because parang yun talaga eh, getting in touch with your breath eh. And that's when
Mm-mm,
I really noticed that I was always holding my breath. Perhaps holding my breath isn't allowing me to, like let it all out.
mm-mm.
Underwater, parang that's when I realized na parang, ay, hindi ko pala siya nilalabas. So every time napapagod ako, mabilis ako mapagod because I was holding my breath. And a lot of realizations came along after that. But let's
I
check
love it. Yes.
the rest here. Belle, hi Belle. Belle is praying and meditation. And then Julian, my husband, sitting in stillness. That's what he's been doing. So if you're watching this, not live or replaying it or hashtag replay, um, if you're watching it now, you can still type in the chat and you can still join our raffle, which we will draw on Tuesday pa naman. Tuesday, April 12. Right. Yeah.
Yes,
Tuesday is
yes.
April 12. All right. So maybe do you think let's head on to the next question?
Yes. Let's
Yeah.
see.
So what has been keeping you off balance lately?
Yan. So that can be literally, no? Pagka medyo mas lumalabas-labas na tayo ngayon, no? So we're able to have that mobility again, no? Going out. So, yan. And then different aspects, no, of our lives. So
Yup.
I love this imagery, Ali, no? That sense of now we have, no, that capacity to be in a state of balance. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
matter of where we are, no, in that particular moment. Mm-mm.
Because that's also what I learned eh. Parang instead
Mm-mm.
of always escaping where I am now by
Mm-mm.
going out and traveling, what the
Yes.
pandemic also taught me was how do I create my own space, especially when I know that I cannot leave the
Mm-mm.
house. So
I love
what
it.
parang 'di ba parang hindi you don't necessarily have to always go out, although getting in touch with nature is actually a great thing.
Mm-mm.
Parang
Mm-mm.
parang maiba din. But but knowing that we always are encouraged to stay at home, although mas
Mm-hmm.
marami nang nag-open up lately, what has been keeping me off balance is when I don't consistently do my mindfulness practice, my meditation, even journaling. If I suddenly just wake up and rush to do the things that I need to do and then not have the time for myself, yon, dun ko na realize na I become very moody, and I am unable to savor the moment meaning being able to really just enjoy what I'm doing, kasi it's either my mind is in the past or my mind is in the future because of hurrying or
Mm-mm.
ruminating. um yeah, so um my
We have
sister
here.
Heidi is
Yes.
here. I think she was sharing about her own mindfulness practice. What she's
Mm-mm.
doing is closing my eyes and breathe.
Yes.
And what's keeping her off balance is overthinking. You're not
Mm-mm.
alone.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And Belle, she's overwhelmed by which business am I going to push through. It's a wonderful thing, maybe, because you have so many opportunities in front of you, right? So
Mm-mm.
maybe it's just a
Yes.
matter of choosing which one. And then maybe later, when you intensify your um, stillness and grounding. Maybe it's something that can help you lessen the overwhelm as well. So Belle, Ate Heidi, Julian, who I think there are some more people.
Mm-hmm.
Make your presence known by typing in the chat, and also tagging your friends in the comment section, because when you tag three friends in the comment section, you are already giving yourself one
Yes.
raffle chance to win a workshop on April 23. This is Align Your Home Decluttering Workshop, or moment to moment um, cards, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, correct, correct. And we thank you, no, for your openness also and sharing yan, what keeps us off balance and checking in, no, with ourselves nga.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, no, yung titingnan lang natin, oops, okay, ano nga ba, kamusta na? Kamusta na self, no? Or what's up and about, no? And I feel that most of our participants today and are really, very self-aware, no? Kumbaga, napipinpoint na rin, yes, this is what's effective for me. And really, no, this is what the ALiVE Wellbeing Circle is all about, no? Being
Mm-hmm.
able to share with each other what works best for us. At iba-iba talaga yan, no? And at the same time, there are some things na pareho, no? Na, uy, we're not alone in this experience, no?
Yep. So maybe I will just also type in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
For those who are going to join us a little bit late, I will type in the chat to share what well-being practices do you do. I hope you're able to see it. And then, what has been keeping you off balance lately?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me
And
do
just respond
that.
to
Yeah.
us, no, anytime. Yeah, sharing is caring, and we learn together, no.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
So those are the questions we have. You can come back and then type in the chat and share, because it's very important. It's a good way to also connect and also to de-stress yourself when you verbalize it, right?
Yes, yes, agree, agree.
All right.
Sometimes, no,
Yeah.
parang it's in our minds lang, pero pag nasasabi natin siya, kahit paano nga, you're correct, gumagaan, no, yung pakiramdam.
It's already a form of release. Like when our minds
Mm-mm.
conceive it and then we talk it out para nating napaprocess. Just like when we breathe. When we breathe, the air, the oxygen comes in, and then once it has served its purpose already, then we let it
Mm-mm.
out so that we can breathe in again. Di ba ang
I
galing?
love it.
Yeah. So actually, our next part is being able to talk about like the different, I don't know, why is well-being important?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, Kimmy, what's your take
Yes.
on this?
Well-being, no, parang naging buzzword talaga siya. But really, it's all about parang that holistic self, no? Or yung kumbaga
Mm-hmm.
parang kabuoan, no, of a person, the wholeness of a person as well. And so, siguro top of mind would really be how everything's interconnected. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, what we eat, no, what we drink. So, parang in my case, I feel na sometimes when um, parang my environment, so let's say if it's a bit cooler, no, like kahapon, medyo maulan, no, parang I tend to drink less water, but there's also an effect there, no, na parang minsan pag dehydrated ako or less water yung naiinom ko, parang minsan parang nagiging grumpy ako, no. So, yun, it's that interplay, no, between my physical practices or my physical health also with my emotional health, no, how I deal with what I'm going through, and also siguro how I interact na rin with others, no. So really, it's that sense of going around it, no, and yun, parang with those physical practices and what I process then, siguro what I consume as well when it comes to like not just limited to what I eat pero kasama na rin yung parang, what kind of news or updates do I also subscribe to, no? And
Yes.
siguro, madalas din dyan when it comes to the mind aspect naman of well-being is let's say what's the first thing that I look at no in the morning. Yan, minsan it kind of affects my day na rin. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so parang
Yan.
ang galing kasi you mentioned about everything being connected to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like the food that we eat, the people we are with, the
Mm-mm.
things that we see, the things that we hear, because that parang it also really goes to show that we are really highly sensitive beings,
Mm-mm.
and our well-being is coming actually from different aspects of life, different systems in our body. But aside from the body, one thing that is also very important for me, and is also the reason why I do what I do, is also the concept of also being able to take care of yourself through your spaces. So, 'di ba, parang it's really connected because we're highly sensitive beings and we make sense of the world through what we
Mm-mm.
see, what we feel, what we hear, what we touch. Um, and our spaces, even our homes, has that effect on us. So when we take care of our bodies, sobrang okay siya, because when we take care of ourselves, when we take care of our mental well-being or emotional well-being, even our connection with God or spirituality, when we are able to take care of all of those things, it will help us really perform, like to fulfill whatever it is that we want in our lives, our mission or our purpose. Even do the job, do the tasks that we need to do, depending on our roles. Me, I'm also a mom, I'm a business owner, I'm also a coach. So being able to take care of myself will allow me to perform well in the roles that I play. But at the same time, noticing your spaces is another thing. It's really a good part of well-being for me, because our spaces are the ones that can also contribute and support what we need. So if you don't have a room that will help you rest and recuperate, then there is already a part of your well-being that's not being taken care of, which is sleep, which is very important. And so now I think might be able to see how everything is connected, even the spaces and even the environment as a whole. So yeah, those are the things that we will be talking about in ALiVE Wellbeing Circle. How are you able to take care of yourself in different aspects? Because it's not just one thing, it's not just about the mind, it's not just also about our bodies, right? It's not just about our feelings that we also have to take care of. There are other ways to do it, and that will also be able to help you. There are a lot of dimensions, but not to overwhelm you. We will be sharing with you things that are easily actionable, that you're able to build into your habits every day. That's why living every day.
Yes. I love that, na how really how noticing our surroundings and our spaces, can really have an impact, and is indeed part of our well-being. And with that, as we journey together, feel free to share with us, for you, ano naman, why is well-being important for you, and or what how do you see, well-being? Parang paano
Mhm.
niyo nasasabi na, oh yes, I'm in a state of caring for my well-being.
Yup.
Yan.
Kasi
We
in
have
a
a few,
moment,
yes.
yeah. In a
Mm-mm.
moment kasi we're going to share you the tips already. So, Kimmy will be doing some practices and techniques that she can share with you. And I will also share you some things that you need to consider before you even start decluttering. So, feel free to type in the chat
Exciting.
why is well-being important for you, and don't forget to type in the names or to tag your friends so they can join us in this session in preparation for the grounding and also the intentional decluttering part.
Yes, yes.
All right. So far, Belle has mentioned that well-being is equal to sanity and consciousness. Right? So parang it's really like you being able to perform, parang having a calm mindset, sanity, and I guess related to mental well-being as well, and also having that positive sense of identity in terms of consciousness. So that's actually a good topic as well to talk about when it comes to well-being, because your identity will also help you with your behaviors and everything else. So Ate Heidi mentioned to be well-rounded. Yes, swak na swak, because well-being isn't just one aspect. And Julian also mentioned here, well-being is important for me kasi we support people in the work that we do. So our inner condition affects how we are able to support others. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Thank you very much for sharing. All right, so
Love
can
the
you do
insight.
you want yeah, would you like to begin already our your tips on grounding and mindfulness?
Yes, yes. So for tip number one, no, that's really making that choice, no, just like today you're here, no, to join us, no, and explore how we can live every day. And so I invite you to give yourself so two options here. The first step is to also recognize, no, yourself naman and your own presence as well. So that can be either through a pat on the shoulder like this, so lifting one hand up, then opposite shoulder and giving yourself a gentle pat, or giving yourself a self hug. No? So you can stretch your arms forward, crisscrossing your arms, and then holding onto your upper arms and giving yourself that gentle hug. No? So just really noticing and giving ourselves permission, no, to embrace ourselves literally, ayan, and to accept, no, where we are for that particular moment. And so just notice how this makes you feel, and maybe feel free to gently sway or gently twist, yan, side to side. All right.
It feels
And
so good.
yes. And feel free to share with us, no? 'Di ba? Lalo na mga 2 years tayong medyo um kailangan, 'di ba, na we had to limit, no? Being able to, lalo na I acknowledge na not naman everyone's love language is touch or hugs, no? Pero yung being able to see our friends, no, face to face, and some of our relatives as well, no? So yun, the good news is we can do it, no, for ourselves. We can give ourselves that hug in that particular moment. And that's tip number one, no? So making that intentional choice to say, hey self, no, proud ako sa'yo and I see you and I hear you, no? And the next naman, tip number two is to, most of you have mentioned that already, is to connect to our breath, no? So we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose as well, no? Or you may just opt to also just simply notice or become aware of your breathing. Okay, so we call this technique our equal parts breathing. Right? So just place your hands on your lap, palms facing up, and feel free to have a comfortable seated position. So you can also lean back if your chair or your seat has a backrest, or you can also do this while standing up. No? So we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose as well. For your eyes, you can keep it open, or you can keep your gaze steady in front of you, somewhere where maybe you can relax your eyes a little bit, or you can close your eyes for a while. So, hindi naman tayo matutulog, no? Hihinga lang tayo ng malalim. So, kudos, no, for the day that has been. So, let's do this together. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick pause. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick pause here. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in. Noticing how the air passes through the nostrils, filling up the lungs or maybe even the belly. And slowly exhaling, allowing the air to go back to your environment. Breathing in, slow and steady breaths. Exhaling, breathing out slowly. All right, and just one last full breath here. Inhale. And slowly exhaling. All right. So if your eyes were closed, slowly opening them, and let's give each other a high ten wave or kaway-kaway naman. Ayan, sa isa't isa. So that can be also a mix of a relaxation technique plus an energizer, no, where we allow ourselves to kind of also shake up our our hands, no, and perk ourselves up, no, in the middle of the day. And the third technique, no, is one of my favorites. So this is where we remind ourselves, no, when we get a little bit too serious, that we're allowed to have fun, no? Parang bata lang, no? So, tatawa tayo together, no? So, I'll share with you some laughter techniques na hindi naman pala kailangan na may mapanood tayong funny video or maybe that we laugh at the joke, no? But we can induce that laughter as well by copying the syllables, no? So we're going to clap together. We're going to say ha, 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 ha while clapping. So let's try that together. Three, two, one, go. Ha, 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 ha. 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 Fantastic. And taking a deep breath in between. Inhale. And exhale, sighing it out, saying ha. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale, ha. All right. And thank you for joining in those three practices. No, so the first is just to take that intentional pause, no, and giving ourselves a gentle acknowledgement, recognition, no, na hey self, I see you, good job there, no. And then step two or tip number two is to give ourselves permission to breathe, no, literally, and third is to have fun along the way by laughing as well. So I'm curious, no? How did that go for you? And maybe you have your own grounding exercises and mindfulness practices. So you can share that with us in the comment section as well. And I'm excited, no, for our next part, Ali. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
So
love to learn from you as well today. So, yeah, and how can we jumpstart no our decluttering journey, especially when it might get a bit overwhelming, no? Ayan.
yeah, actually. So let me just fix this one.
Yes.
There. So for decluttering, just like what I always say, it all has to start with being clear with what you want. Why do you actually want to do it? Because if not, if it's not really grounded on something that will help you move forward, then unang ano pa lang, you might not even finish it. So it's really important to be clear with your intention. So one intention is something, it could be a word that tells you what you want, it could be a phrase, it could be a sentence that could answer the question, what life are you creating? So if it's kind of deep a question, but it has to be very clear for you. Because if it's not clear, then it doesn't really become a powerful driving force for you to be able to do it. Being clear with your intention could also be answering, who do you want to be? Do you want to be productive? Why do you want to be productive? Because of financial abundance. So you can say, I am abundant, I am productive and abundant. And that already, tries to, it can already shift how you see things. It can already shift how you view things. So there's really a good reason why you want to begin decluttering. It's because I want to experience myself as a person who's calm. Because I am a calm person, I take away the things that are not needed anymore. Because I am a calm person and because I am at peace, then my space is also surrounded with things that give me peace. And which also means in reverse that because I am at peace, I am also able to let go of things that are not giving me peace. So if that's very clear, if the intention is very clear, if you have clarity on your intention, this can serve as a very powerful driving force for you. So you can type in the chat, what is it that you want to create? What life are you creating? Or who do you want to be? Ikaw, Kimmy, what's yours? Kasi like for me, I am abundant. I am abundant and joyful and powerful. And so when I identify myself as I am abundant, I am joyful, and I am powerful, then I know how then I will design or how I will curate my space. So because I am powerful, I am able to let go things that do not serve a purpose for me, instead of always giving in with my emotional attachment to things that are not really helping me contribute to that powerful life. Or because I am abundant, I am able to give what I am, the things that are not, that are already have served a purpose, and I can share it with others. So it's a powerful way to reframe, especially when things are really becoming really chaotic and overwhelming. What is it exactly that you want to happen? And then now your attention focuses on what you want, on your intention. And because it focuses on that, now it's easier for you to align your actions according to what you want, because you already have this powerful driving force that will help you stay grounded. So that's number one. It's not me going to tell you to already take away mga books that are outdated, etc. Because who am I to say that to you? So you are going to be the person who will direct your own decisions, who will literally design the spaces for your own well-being and for your own intention, how you want to experience yourself. So is that good for everyone as a first tip? I'm sure
That
it's the first time to hear it, right?
it's so empowering, no? Na pwede palang personalize siya. Minsan kasi parang, hala, it has to be this step, this step, this step. Tapos parang, but what if hindi yun yung approach ko, no? So, ang galing na I can curate it, no? To, depending on what that intention is for me. Oo.
Yeah. So, 'di ba, everything is connected to everyone else.
Mm-mm.
But we also are also kind of different in terms of our preferences, in terms of what we want to achieve in life, and what how we want to experience our lives. And so like for Belle, what she shared here is that she is joy, love, and abundance, and peace and calm, 'di ba? And if it becomes a mantra for you, not only for decluttering, but everything, even the things that you allow yourself to think, you put your attention on, even in the schedule that you want, is it bringing joy, love, abundance, peace, and calm for you? Then now you're able to really declutter by not really doing decluttering, but by being able to refocus on things that really matter to you. And that is really that's being able to align yourself with your space. And then si Julian, he is full-hearted and he can express it in different ways. So, and then yon, how then are you going to express that in your spaces? So, what I'm going to share with you is something very specific, something very practical. So what I want you to do on the for the next step would be get a piece of paper and a pen. You don't have to do it right now, but the activity would be create a floor plan of your space. So whether you live in a studio, whether you live in a mansion, whether you live in a two level house, what I want you to do is to create a space map, and that space map would be able to help you map the different rooms the different rooms. And then once you are able to map the different rooms, what I want you to do next is to map where the accumulation of the clutter always happens. So maybe you can also get into each room. This room, what is the effect of this room on me? If somebody goes inside this room, what is that person going to say? Or even taking away, what would the other person think? What would you think when you enter that room? Because what you think is the one that matters the most. And so being able to map it will also give you a sense of awareness. San ba lagi ako naiinis na kwarto? San ba yung pinakamagulo? San ba ako nagsistay for a long time? And that is actually a form of mindfulness, a form of noticing already, being able to use your five different senses, being able to use that and to use it as a cue. Okay, in this bedroom, I cannot fall asleep because I also work here. And then the reason why I am unable to work here is because of the presence of my work. Parang nakita ng mind ko, nakita ng eyes ko na ay kailangan ko magtrabaho. So hindi ako makatulog kasi nakikita ko siya. And so now knowing that being able to notice what are the things that are triggering you, what are the things that are frustrating you, and also what are the things that are making you happy, what are the things that are aligned to your intention. So when Belle says, I am joy, love, abundance, and peace, what are the things that are contributing to that, and what are the things that aren't? And being able to map it out on paper allows you to really study your space. And then from there, you can even break it down. Break it down into specific rooms first, or even specific sections of the room, especially if you don't have time to finish everything. So you can start by doing that, breaking it down so it's not going to be overwhelming for you. So first is clarity, and second is noticing through space mapping, and then the third one is aligning 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 to your intention, aligning to your intention, like by being able to if I want if I want joy, love, abundance, and peace, where in this map should I start first? So if you are able to pick out the room already, then you will also be able to use it. So in this room, if this room, especially the bedroom, um, if this room is for sleeping, rest and recuperation, what are the things that will help me do just that? So now you're able to align it to the room's purpose, and then also align it to what you want. So if there's anything that doesn't belong in that room, if you find dishes in your bedroom or in your office, then now it's time to transfer it and move it where it's supposed to go. And that's already a very easy start for you to start putting things back in their proper place by mapping where they are supposed to be and transferring it where they are supposed to be. And then now you use your intention as well to be able to create the room instead, to be able to use it as a filter, and also something that will allow things in your space. So there, I hope that was very clear for everybody. First, intention. Second is noticing through a space map, and third is aligning by putting things back where they're supposed to be, and also minimizing things that are not contributing to your intention. There. So si Beshi does KonMari method spark joy. Yeah, it's really helpful. It also helped me. But this time, what is actually bringing you joy? Then you can break it down further. What is bringing you joy? How does joy look like in your space? Is joy really just joy, or is it something related to productivity? Is it something related to bringing abundance in your home? Is it something related to bringing in harmony at home? And so now you have a better picture on what are the things that you're going to, surround yourself with. So there. Thanks everyone. Yon, I wasn't able to change the banner because I was so in depth with what I was about to share. But those are your 3 tips on starting your decluttering journey. So it's really important to know what you want to happen before you even jump there. Because if not, you might just end up feeling so overwhelmed. You might just also end up not really liking the activity because there's not the why or the intention. It wasn't really very clear just yet for you how you want to use it. Because if you have the intention or filter, then that allows you to have your decision like something that you use for decision making, right? Na parang does it really help me experience joy here inside the room or not, right? So yon, make sure that it's clear. so that it's going to be easy for you to go ahead and practice that in different even in different spaces and aspects of your life. Yeah. So there, so just type in the chat what you know, what you got, what was what is the insight that you're taking from our sharing today. Yeah, so si Belle
Yeah.
already typed in intention, space map, and aligning. Thanks, Belle. I hope it helps you because you mentioned here that you always declutter. So I hope it's something that is going to intensify your decluttering journey because it's a cycle, it's a process. Just like our breathing, whatever we take in, we also have to take out because it's a cycle. Just like our breath, it also just like our breath, right? We are also able to release. And then whatever we release naman are being used by plants, like just for air, diba? Or other people in our community. So there.
I love it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, um, our next naman would be asking who has joined our group already. Because right now you will see there you can join our group, ALiVE Wellbeing Circle. You just look for it on Facebook, and then you can join because when you join, we will do sessions like this for free, being able to share with you well-being tips for different aspects of your life that you can practice. Yeah.
Yes. And you can also share or ask for some top tips, or yan kung kunyari there's a particular situation, or how, or for some other sustainable ways also, no, to do things. Woohoo.
Yeah, so you can just share what's your biggest takeaway, guys. So we promise
Yes.
it won't be very long. And I hope that you enjoyed our grounding and also your how to begin your decluttering journey. So now it's time for you to share your biggest takeaway, and don't forget to tag 3 of your friends in the comment section. And then on Tuesday we will do Facebook Live once again to announce who's the winner. And then during the Facebook Live, we will also do some well-being practices as well.
Yes. So we'd love to hear from you what your main takeaways are.
Yeah, let me check the chat. Um, wait. Edis, what are you going to do? Thanks so much for start doing this. Which one exactly would you do? There.
And sabi rin ni Edith, yan, just join the group. Woohoo.
Wow, this is wonderful. I have been doing mindless decluttering, just realized the importance of the intention. Yes. Yes, it is. And Belle, Belle loves the she liked the clap clap part. Me too, that's my favorite. So there. Yeah, so just join our Facebook group and would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And I hope you join us every time, every time we do our lives, and join us inside the group. So don't worry,
Yes.
it's all for free. And yeah, being able to really allow each other to live every day, and that's our mission anyway. So with that, we'll be closing our session and see you inside the group. So thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks Kimmy. I
Thanks,
will now
Ali.
end my
Woo.
broadcast. Bye.